Hi Year 6, welcome back and welcome to Monday's reading lesson. This week, to start off our new term, we are going to do something a little bit unusual. So we're not going to be looking at our class book just yet. We're going to focus on a non-fiction piece, and this is going to link to our science learning for the term. So we're going to look at this book. It's a really fun science information book called Stuff You Should Know About the Human Body. And it's full of fab illustrations and lots of facts, and explains the science of your body in a really interesting way. So first of all, let's recap. Let's get into the frame of mind of non-fiction. So can you tell me, either think the answer or jot them down beside you? As we're going to look at a non-fiction book and different extracts from the book, I've got 3 questions. What is non-fiction? How could you recognise non-fiction? So what does it look like? How would you tell something is non-fiction? And what is an extract? So when I say we're going to look at extracts, what does that actually mean? So pause the video and come up with your answers to those questions. Okay, so remember, we should know by now that non-fiction is information texts. Texts that aren't, they are true, they give information, they are not a story, and they are not made up. We could recognise non-fiction in a number of ways. It's got a couple of different features, like it would usually have subheadings. It might have diagrams, labelled diagrams, for example, and it will give facts, okay? It's usually written in short paragraphs rather than continuous pages of text like you might find in a storybook. And what is an extract? Well, an extract is part of a text. So we're going to look at certain pages from the book this week. But I want you to start by having a moment to think about this topic. So before we open the book up, I want you to think about what knowledge you're already bringing. So once I've explained, I need you to pause the video, and then you're going to give yourself 2 minutes to brainstorm anything that you know about the human body. So any facts you know. Could be about what different parts of your body what different parts of your body do. It could be about the names of any organs that you know, any special facts about your body that you know, fascinating facts. So pause now, 2 minutes, how many facts? Okay, I hope you have covered your page with different facts, but you might learn some new things this week as we look through. And as I say, this book does link on to our science learning, and you'll have our first science lesson on Friday, where we will introduce the new topic, but it is about our body. So let's open up the book. Now, you have got I've put the extract on the website. You might have been able to print it. If you haven't been able to print it, you hopefully can get it up on the screen so you can have a look at it now. Otherwise, there's a picture on the screen, and I have got the real physical book in my hand here, but you probably won't be able to read that in the picture, but that's what I'll be reading from. So whether you've got it printed out or not, you can have a look at it here. This is the first double page spread of the book, and it's called Welcome to Your Body. It's like an introduction to the book. So I want to know, first of all, and again, you can think this in your head or you can jot it down, pause and jot it down. What features do you like? So looking at this page, what do you really like about it, about the way it's set out, the way it's written, the way it's presented? And linked to that, would this page make you want to continue reading the book? So would reading this spread as the first page of your book entice you to carry on reading? Do you want to know more, or would you put the book down after seeing this? So pause for a second and consider those questions. Okay, so if I was going to share what I like that it's quite bright and colourful, and it's got some quite interesting pictures, and they're kind of funny as well. So it's got a humour in it. Like we've got this big sort of water slide into this kind of slime and gunk in the middle there. And if I read next to it, it's talking about the large intestine. And so it's talking about your food and pumping your food out. So that's quite a humorous image. And it's got these kind of images of these little workers and visiting different places of the body and working in different places of the body. So I like the way it's presented. It's quite funny, it's nice and bright, and I do think that it would make me want to continue. But we're going to take a closer look together now. So this is the part where we read and we annotate our text. I'm going to read it to you. You ideally will be reading along with me. If you haven't been able to print it out, it's not a worry, because you can jot down notes on your page as I read, and then you can hold on to them for tomorrow's lesson when you might need them. So I'm going to read and you can follow. Welcome to your body. Bodies come in all shapes and sizes, but just what goes on inside? So it's linking me in there with a question. Now that's a rhetorical question, a question where it doesn't really require an answer, but it's to make the reader think what goes on inside. And now it's leading me in, I'm going to tell you. We've got a team of tiny tour guides to take you on an amazing roller coaster journey around your body. Here's some of the weird places you'll be visiting. So it's billing this as like a journey. It's like a bit of a metaphor. We've got a journey around our body and it's telling us to kind of come on board. So it's drawing us in that way. Control deck. Take a look inside your brain as the control team stays on the alert for danger signals from all over the body and sends out messages to control how your body moves and behaves. So that bit's talking about the organ, your brain, and it's telling you what it does. It sends out signals. I'm going to read each little paragraph and then I'll come back to the arrows and we'll talk about those at the end. Powerhouse. Join us inside your heart. See the valves snapping open and shut more than 70 times a minute. Watch your muscles squeeze as they pump 350 litres of blood every hour. So there it's giving me some actual facts, some numbers and facts about your heart. It's talking about the valves, which are parts of your heart that open and close to let the blood through. And this is an area we're going to learn lots about in science this term. The way this is written is almost like a leaflet telling you to come along, like a leaflet for a theme park. Watch your muscles, do this, join us here, take a look here. So it's those sentences starting with those verbs, join us, watch. It's making it feel like a leaflet, a persuasive leaflet. Up to the top of the next page, germ wars, feel the fear. Put on your battle suit to join the heroic armies of your immune system as they fight against the evil germ invaders. Get the inside knowledge on T-killers, the body's super assassins, as they embark on their mission to eliminate germs. So again, it's really exciting. It's making us think that this is like a battle. We've got lots of words in there that keep that battle theme going, that army theme. So within that paragraph, we've got the running metaphor of army. We've got battle suit, heroic armies, fight, invaders, assassins, mission, eliminate. All of these words linking to the metaphor of your immune system as an army. So your immune system is part of your body that fights the germs. When you get a cold or something, it's your immune system that fights that off. Fast track. Travel aboard the Nerve Express as it whizzes its message through neurons. Witness a high-speed reflex reaction as it responds to a pain alert. See signals jump at the synapse gap. So again, we've got another metaphor here, and it's a train. And you can see a train, sort of a train track going around the whole of the page. And so this is your nerves and your neurons, okay? Your nerve system, another part of your body, neurons coming from your brain, parts of the messages that send to other parts of your body. Sewage works, and I talked about this already because it's got the fun water slide image. Dive into the large intestine, the big sloppy pipe that gets rid of unwanted food. Feel its muscles squeezing food along. See its pumps in action to save every last drop of water. You'll need a wetsuit. So again, it's making it think it's kind of like a swimming, a pool analogy. You've got dive, every last drop of water. You'll need a wetsuit. Okay, so it's building these metaphors that are making it seem like this journey, this trip through this kind of theme park of your body. Big lifter. Ride the all-action machine that is the biceps muscle in your arm. See the mighty teams of circumheres pulling together. Watch the muscles' super hooks engage as they prepare for liftoff. Okay, so again, we're riding. It's liftoff. Okay, talking about your muscles there. Let's go back and look at the arrows now. So I'll start at the top of the first page. If you strung all your nerves end to end, they would stretch for 75 kilometers. There are 86 billion neurons in your brain. Each eye has 130 million light-sensitive cells built into an area the size of a postage stamp. Now, these things in the arrows are like fun facts, like did you know, facts that are going to make you go wow. And I think that one about the eye really did make me go wow. 130 million cells in the area of a postage stamp. So imagine it's like this big. And that's to do with your eyes. You know it's small. If all your muscles pulled together, they could lift a bus. So that's pretty cool, because I don't think I could go and lift a bus now. But if all my muscles worked together, they could. So we've got fascinating facts in the arrows. And then leading us into the main book. Are you ready? Climb aboard and join us for our journey through this sloshing, slurping, crackling, throbbing, bubbling miracle. So we've got this kind of these repeating sounds of these ing, sloshing and slurping, crackling, throbbing, bubbling. And these are all words that sound like the sound they make. And we talked about those in school before, and they're called onomatopoeias. So sloshing actually sounds like something sloshing. Crackling sounds like crackling. Bubbling, bubble, sounds like bubble. Slurping actually sounds like I'm slurping. So you've got these onomatopoeias and again, it's all making it feel interesting. And we're carrying on this metaphor. Are you ready? Climb aboard. Join us for the journey. So I think, and you might agree or disagree, but I think all of those things are making me want to read on. Okay? So hopefully you've made some notes as I read then. What you need to do is save those for tomorrow's reading lesson and join me where you'll have some more independent questions tomorrow. Thank you for watching the lesson.